There are moments in history when the world seems to tremble like a taut string, ready to snap, to let a new note resound. Moments when time does not flow but pauses, as if awaiting a human decision or the whims of the gods. The 4th century of our era was precisely such a moment, an epoch in which Rome lost its ancient faith, and a new one took shape only in the light of torches, in the darkness of palace corridors, and in the silence of an emerging theology. It is a time when history and myth are so closely intertwined that they can scarcely be separated. In the sources we glimpse only outlines, names, dates, decisions. The rest, emotions, motives, fears, dreams, has survived solely in legends, in stories passed down through the centuries, in interpretations that reveal more about us than about that era. And yet it is precisely in these half-shadows that meaning arises. Here the violet echo begins to speak. In this narrative we return to a Rome that was already no longer pagan, but not yet Christian. To a city that still remembered Caesar's triumphs, yet already heard psalms being sung in the basilicas. To a world in which Constantine, the great visionary reformer, and at the same time a man entangled in the darkness of his own decisions, attempted to unite the empire not with the sword, but with a symbol. And to Sylvester, the Pope whose silence in the chronicles created space for a legend so powerful that it has endured to our own day. It was precisely in this cleft between fact and narrative, between politics and theology, between light and shadow, that the tradition we now call New Year's Eve arose. Not as a mere calendrical gesture, but as a ritual of transition, an echo of ancient rites and Christian reinterpretations. When we say Sylvester, therefore, we utter the name of a pope who in legend baptized the emperor and in reality baptized time itself. This narrative is not an attempt to reconstruct the past exactly as it was. It is an attempt to understand why we remember it in precisely this way. Why Constantine appears to us as a ruler torn between sanctity and cruelty. Why Sylvester, though barely visible in the sources, became the patron of the last night of the year. Why Janus, the god with 2 faces, still gazes at us from calendars, even though his temples have long since fallen into ruins. It is a tale of the world's fracture, of the sound that rang out in the 4th century, and that we still hear today, even if we are not always aware of it. It is the tale of the violet echo, an echo that does not describe history, but interprets it, interweaves it, brings it to life, and lets it speak anew. The new year we greet at midnight is therefore not merely a calendrical gesture. It is an echo of that upheaval, of ancient Rome learning to breathe with a new faith, of the church assuming dominion over the rhythm of days, of people who needed a symbol to name the transition between what had been and what was yet to come. In this sense, every 31st of December is a return to Janus, the guardian of thresholds, and to Sylvester, whose legend became the gateway between epochs. When we raise our glasses at midnight, we repeat gestures older than Christianity, older than Rome, older than our own names. We stand at a boundary that exists only because someone once endowed it with meaning. And yet that meaning endures, for humanity has always needed a moment in which it can say, that was already, and that will only be. In that single breath lies the entire man.